How's it going, everybody? This is a video on what I carry in the woods. Alright, pretty simple, basic stuff. Alright, we'll start with some C's over here. I got a container which consists of my cook set, which is a thin pan, a deep pan, and a pot with a lid. A fire kit. In the fire kit is some zip fire starter. You can see the Altoids tin right there is flint and steel, a lighter, some fat wood, some jute, and a ferro rod, and there's also some Vaseline in there. It's a waterproof container. Here we have some cordage. It's coming unraveled. There's some paracord, 3 hanks of it, 1 for ridgeline and then 2 for whatever, and then I carry some jute. You know, that's good cordage, bird's nest, things like that. Here is a Mora MG in a leather plastic sheath I made up. Pathfinder School logo. This came with my bush lore. Underneath that is a poncho, which is cover, whether you wear it or set it up as a tarp. 2 55-gallon drum liners, 3 millimeters thick. Then over here is my basic cover, my tarp, which is a 5x7, which is good for me. Packs down in this little bag here, backpacker's tarp. Then I'll carry some stakes, metal stakes. They don't weigh anything. You pack them right, they don't rattle. Obviously, it can be used for stakes, or I can put them on a pole for a spear or a frog gig or what have you. I carry some tongs. I like to keep them clean, but I have used them for grabbing and rotating food, you know, and grabbing a log, scooting it over in a fire. I learned that little tip from Eat Carbs. If you haven't checked out Eat Carbs channel, go do it. It's pretty cool stuff over there. Then I carry a folding saw, a little leather sheath wrapped in duct tape. Duct tape, you know, is be used for medical or sorry, the camera shake here, trying to get it out of the sheath. It's a tight fit, but you can use it as medical to close wounds. You can shred it up to make fire tinder, all that good stuff. My folding saw is a Fiskars, not a Baco. Say, why don't you use a Baco? Well, I use a Fiskars, 1, because I like the way it cuts, and 2, because of this little hook right here. Keeps it from sliding out of my hand. Well, my headlamp got caught on there, caught on the blade. Keeps it from sliding out of my hand. The CMT in CMT Outdoors stands for Charcot-Marie Tooth, which is a nerve disease. Which, long of the short of it is, it causes weakness in my hands. You ever been out on a cold day, almost getting frostbite, you can't hardly grip? Yeah, my hands function that way in the summertime. So I chose to use a Fiskars instead of a Baco, because of that little loop, or little hook, locks in my hand good, keeps it from flying out. There's my saw, its sheath, and another cutting tool. My CRKT Hawk, the Woods Chogan, which I cut the hammer pole off and retempered it, because I wanted a little less weight. The edge on that thing, yeah, crappy camera won't focus. It's super sharp. It's probably every bit as sharp as my Mora. And because of my hand fatigue constantly, I wrapped it in some duct tape brand Rubbers plumber tape, which, you know, nice good grip. I swelled it out at the end, obviously, keep my hand from sliding off. It's a good hawk. If you don't have one, I recommend it. Let's see, I got a compass here, just a cheapo compass, but it does have a movable bezel ring. That's important for declination and all that. You know how it goes. You know how to use a compass. And it's got a mirror. There's me holding the camera. I don't know if it focused or not. And the mirror on it, you know, obviously, the signal mirror, or it can be hygienic. Pick a splinter out of your face or whatnot. And I carry a Rayovac pin light, and here's why. It's a nice focused beam. It doesn't flood, doesn't hurt my eyes. Nice and focused. I can rummage around for things. You know how it goes. Then I have a headlamp. Sorry for the shaky camera here. My cameraman skills aren't the best. But anyway, here's a headlamp. Energizer brand, cheap, simple. Turn this overhead light off again. Now what we have is a spot, a flood, spot and flood, and red for night vision. Pretty simple. It's good to go. The strap, put it on my head. Inside here, I carry some spare batteries for it. Simple rechargeable batteries. Because, well, you know, gotta have backup. Then I carry some reference material because you know me, if you can carry it, you should. Because in a pinch, you may not be thinking clearly. So what they are is on trees, edible wild plants, and medicinal plants, quick reference in case I'm in the hurt box and I'm not trusting myself. Quick reference on that. Then I carry for first aid. Simple stuff. It's worth its weight in gold. And you know, it just covers everything. Simple stuff. And a journal, small journal. Not write in the rain, because I don't want to write in the rain. I'd rather be in my shelter and be dry. And all that fits in what I referenced in my last video, my Haver pack. It's a Siberian military issue pack. It's not very big, as you can see. It's haversack size. Inside it's got a container, little pocket for water or canteen. Mine went blank there, I apologize. Then it's got another little pocket inside, then the deep area. Pocket on the outside, and on the bottom is my wool blanket, and the pack came with these straps on it. And on the inside of those straps are two smaller straps, which just really kind of cool looking little snap thing. That's where I carry my tomahawk or my axe, depending on what I feel like doing. All this, including the shmaw. Sometimes I might have to wear the shmaw around my waist or on my head, but all this fits in the bag. And then one thing I wear when it's cold is this. A wool blanket vest I made. Nice deep pockets on both sides. Simple single button closure. I think altogether I've got $3 invested in this, and $1 of that was the button itself. Used a bank line as a thread. What I did is you have 3 pieces. I unwound them into separate pieces and just stitched it up. It's a simple fold over. Cut a neck hole. Put your head through it. Fold it over. Sewed it up on the side. I mismatched these on purpose to add a little bit of a design element and also to give me a bit of a tag. That way I have a place to sit down all the time. That's it. That's all I take on the woods. Basic stuff. Yeah, sometimes I don't even take that, you know. If you know me personally, you know I practice primitive skills, so most of the time I just go out with a canteen and a knife for 2 or 3 days, but when I feel like a bit of an extended stay, or I'm just not feeling the primitive aspect, I'll take all of this with me. Just, you know, creature comforts. Well, in my opinion, creature comforts. Anyway, there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, be careful in the woods. I'll see you later.